Many of the activities in the following programme are extremely dangerous and must only be carried out under expert supervision. Please don't attempt any of them yourself.
Every year I challenge 10 kids from across the UK to live off their wits, survive off the land for 12 days. No phone, no text, no social media.
This year's going to be harder, tougher, faster than ever before.
We're all doing this, okay?
Stand up tall now.
The meat is no good, but the maggots are.
Oh, something's just broke me today.
Let's bring you up. Last push.
Keep going, keep going.
I'm Bear Grylls.
And this is survival school.
Coming up, it's a race for survival.
Go, 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 go.
I don't even know where we're going.
The boys are on the up,
Yes, yes, yes. Go, go,
Yes!
go.
and Ruby breaks down.
Keep climbing, climber!
No, there's nowhere to put my foot.
Come on, let's go!
I'm gonna fall.
Morning, guys. It's 4 a.m. Time to start your Alpine Mountain Day!
Today, the young survivors are mountain bound,
Wake up!
heading to the hills to learn all about endurance.
It's alive! It's alive! Get your mountain boots on. We're off to the hills.
We're up. Just put the butt away. I said please.
Mountains are dangerous terrain, even in the best of conditions, so it's essential to be ready when that sun starts to rise. Unfortunately for the survivors, that means waking up in the middle of the night.
Do you not want to be up at this time?
Callum, come on, go and find your trousers.
I can't find them.
Are we ready?
Yes.
I said, are we ready?
Yes.
Let's go!
What's wrong with you?
Come on!
Hitting the foothills and darkness ensures the team maximise daylight hours.
Come on, come on, come on! Let's go!
This is an alpine start. If things go wrong up a mountain, these extra few hours of light can help turn disaster into triumph.
I can't be running this hour.
Today, the young survivors have got to conquer their own Everest. They've got to reach the top of their first mountain. They've got to pace themselves, take their time, keep their eye on the summit and their eye on each other.
Home to the highest mountain in England and Wales, this is a type of terrain where Royal Marines train and where Everest pioneers have gained their spurs. It's a perfect location to teach young survivors endurance.
You're going to be split into two groups, boys and girls. It is a race to the top, but you go at the pace of the slowest person in your group. You never leave anyone behind. So you ready?
Yes.
Go. It's going to take the team at least 6 hours to summit, constantly battling uphill.
We'll have to be climbing using something that's called an alpine walk. You don't stop the whole way.
It looks quite daunting because they're really big, but I'm gonna try and get up them.
You have to climb up there. How are you even meant to have the effort to survive?
With a long day ahead, it's essential the survivors take the most efficient line to the top.
That's south, that means
South.
that's north, so never eat shredded wheat, so it's southwest.
No, that's south.
That way.
South.
It's up that way. Don't listen to the girls.
Tim's given them a position to navigate to, but they can't decide where they need to be or even where they are.
We're in a completely wrong place.
We should have moved more in that direction. That's what I was saying from the start, but nobody listened.
And the boys have opted to sit and wait for help, which on day 4 is disappointing to see. By now, they should at least have learnt the survival school motto, nil desperandum.
Never give up.
Come on! Oh.
And after 40 minutes of orientating themselves, the team have soldiered on and arrived at their first major obstacle, a 50-foot face.
Whoa!
Climbing in pairs, they'll be racing up the rock, boys versus girls. But it's not just speed that counts.
If you make a slip, if you make a wrong move, that pair's failed. Got it?
Yes!
Good to go.
The pairs will be roped together, alpine style. This safety line allows them to catch one another if they fall, but it could also mean one climber pulls the other from the wall. First up, Ash and John for the boys versus Ruby and Lauren for the girls.
Climbing ready?
Climbing now.
Aye. Okay. That's good, guys. That's good, Ash. Climbing's all about good footwork. Your legs are more powerful than your arms.
The boys make a strong start, but they're not communicating.
Come on, Ruby, we're so close. Put this foot there. That's it, Ruby.
Unlike the girls, who have talked their way into the lead.
Don't rush and make a mistake.
Go, Ruby. Go. I'm right behind you. Are you?
Well done, Ruby.
1-0 to the girls.
Hey, guys, that was a great climb. Really good technique shown there. You just missed out to the girls, okay?
It was fun. Yeah, that was good. You didn't panic, you were really strong. We just asked each other and we kept communicating. Yeah, that really worked.
Okay, guys, so next step.
If the boys are going to stay in the competition, it's vital they storm this round. It's Jamie and Callum versus Jasmine and Eugenie.
Climb when ready.
Climbing.
Okay, I become.
But not stand on the wall.
Leg work.
Climbing can burn a massive 900 calories per hour,
Good work, guys.
so it's essential the survivors take the most efficient route up the face.
Come on, Eugene.
Jamie is determined to catch up with the girls, but if he goes too fast, Callum will be pulled off the rock.
Jamie! Help Callum up! Help him up!
Eugenie is snagged in a crag, and the boys sprint for the finish.
Keep it going, come on!
Yes.
Easy top!
Yes.
Jamie! Help Callum up!
Yes!
Yes.
Well done!
Well in, boys!
Well done.
Whoa. Neck and neck.
Callum, you nailed it. Jamie, you led by the front. Fantastic, boys. Well done.
With the points at 1 each, only Josh and Abby remain at the bottom.
Hold fire.
And with no teammate to worry about, it's a straight sprint for the top.
Are you ready, guys?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go! Good, guys. Well done.
Boys, come on. Go then, come on. You're well ahead.
Abby is displaying natural climbing skills, but seeing her pull ahead, Josh knuckles down and muscles it.
Come on, Josh. Come on.
His style's not pretty, but Josh's sheer strength
Come on, mate. Come
is
on.
closing the gap.
Well done. Keep it going.
As they both dash for the top, it's a photo finish.
Go on, guys. Don't stop yet. Keep going.
What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Fast. It was just that last couple of metres. He crept up on you. OK, some good efforts for the team. Good for the girls. Callum and Jamie working together. And then that sprint finish at the end, very close indeed. To Abigail, to Josh. Boys take it. It was the boys.
Both teams have already climbed to new heights, but there's hours of trekking ahead. They need to fix their eyes on the summit and get their head down.
Straight up this ridge is the way ahead.
Hold on to the grass.
There's no escalator shortcut in mountaineering, just a relentless uphill battle they need to win.
Oh. Wait, let me go down a little bit. Oh, you're gonna step on my fingers. I can't stand up. We've been up for 6 hours already. You okay?
The higher they get, the more dangerous the terrain.
There you go. You're good to go. Move that way.
So the team are alpine short rope together, a technique I've used to keep me alive crossing the Himalayas.
It works like this. If someone falls to the left, we have to jump to the right. So we've got to be super brave. We won't come off the ridge, OK?
I feel like quite responsible now because someone else's life has been put into my hands.
If one person slips, then we all slip.
English Rose Ruby usually prefers her experience of the great outdoors to be slightly less epic.
This is my mini herb garden, 2 chive plants and some rosemary in the middle. I really like gardening. I go to gardening club at school and I really like growing things. I think it's really therapeutic, especially when you're outside and you can be in touch with the earth, if you know what I mean. But the only thing I don't like is the bugs. There's a frog. He just jumped from somewhere. I don't know where he came from. It scared me.
It's not just garden beasts that have been unnerving her. Since arriving at survival school, Ruby's been struggling.
Ruby, stand up
I'm
tall
gonna
now.
die.
You won't die.
And although she battles through, her fear of heights seems to be growing.
You're pulling me that way. You're
Walk
pulling
down,
me.
Ruby.
Leading the girls up the ridgeline will be a real test.
Ready to climb?
Yeah.
Climber, ready.
By their nature, ridge lines are exposed, and they're a magnet for howling winds. Even on a clear day, they can be deadly, so the survivors need to ascend as fast and as safely as possible.
Come on, Cal. It gets steep.
Keep the gaps, guys. Keep the gaps. Alpine climbing.
I feel sick. Oh no, I can't do it. I can't do it. No.
Hands up if you can, Ruby.
I can't.
Ruby's frozen, putting not just herself, but the whole team at risk.
Keep climbing, climber.
No, there's nowhere to put my foot.
Come on, let's go.
I can't.
Rely on those feet.
I can't. I'm gonna fall.
Ruby, you can do it. You won't fall.
Oh no.
Gritting her teeth, she's conquering her own Everest.
Oh.
It's okay.
Ruby has a way to go to become a true survivor, but step by small step, she's on the way up.
It's really starting to get tough, but I think if there's one lesson that these guys have to embrace, more than skills or anything else, it's endurance, just persevering.
And as the younger survivors, this was always going to be the most challenging for Ruby and Callum.
Good girl.
Well done.
Hi, up we are.
Well done.
They're physically exhausted, which means that their mental reserves are getting tested first. Callum's breaking a crucial rule in mountaineering, isolating himself, which in an emergency can be a fatal mistake.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're not doing nothing.
I've been crying quite a lot recently because I miss home. My dad, like, my real dad's, like, never been around.
That's the same with me. When I was little, my dad left my mum, and now I have a stepdad, and he's, like, always there for me.
I miss my mum and my sister, my nan and my stepmum and my stepsister and my grandpa, my step-grandpa, my uncle. I'm just miss all my
I went forever, and I was, like, thinking, oh, my God.
Jasmine's caring nature is a really important quality for a leader, but back home in London, she doesn't take much responsibility.
If my mum asked me to do a chore, then obviously I'd just hide in the toilet and I'll just play on my phone or something, so I don't have to do it.
But once a week, she does put her oar in at her Sea Cadet group.
The cadets are like a really big part of me because I've been doing it since I was 10. When I started it, I was like scared. I didn't know if I would be able to do it. But when I actually got into it, I was like, yeah, this is fun.
Jasmine's growing in confidence, and by looking out for others, she's a vital member of the team.
So why are you homesick?
I don't know.
My mum said there's no need to cry about me being gone because I'm always there in your heart. That's what my mum said when I left.
Oh, that's quite nice.
But think about how proud they are. There's no point being on your own when all your friends are there.
Fair enough.
Right, let's go.
Yeah. I'm a knees.
Early on, I took her aside to try to convince her of her true potential.
I think you're a bit of a leader. You know, and I don't know, do you feel like that?
I don't know. It depends. Because if, people want me to be a leader, then I'll be a leader.
Thing is, people have to believe in a leader, you know? They have to see that quiet confidence from you and that honesty and that you care for them. It might not emerge today, tomorrow, but just clock that. It's in there.
He actually believes in me. He sees me as a leader, so now I just have to prove that I am.
After hours of hard trekking, the survivors are running on empty, but the end is in sight.
The challenge is to get to the summit first, as easy as that. But you've got to go as a team. You must arrive together. And remember, it's boys versus girls. Like Hillary on Mount Everest with Sherpa Tenzing, you step on top of the summit almost together.
The boys are going to get to the summit a lot quicker than the girls.
The boys think that's all about strength and speed.
Are you up for it?
Yeah!
The girls are one up in the team of the day tally.
Today it changes and the boys are going to win.
Ashley, I can hear you.
Come on, Granny!
Yeah! Go! Go, 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 go!
I don't even know where we're going. Guys, stay together.
Come on, get in the line behind Ash. Guys.
Both teams have set off at a sprint. After a hard day mountaineering, Ruby and Callum haven't got much left in their tanks.
Ruby, Callum, push yourself.
If they keep up this pace, they're never going to make it.
Come on. Come on, bud. Come on, bud. That's it.
This challenge isn't really about who summits first. It's to test their mental endurance. A true survivor never gives up.
Oh.
We want to be there first.
Intense exercise causes lactic acid to build up in muscle tissue.
That's it. Come on.
The harder the students push themselves, the more the acid builds and the more their legs ache.
Stand up. Hey, Callum, you giving up? Stand up. Yeah.
But the key to endurance is to look beyond this pain and onward to the summit.
10 metres, Callum.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
We got you. Almost at the top.
The girls are in the lead, but Ruby is flagging.
My legs are killing.
The girls are beating us. Do you want the girls to win? Yours, come on.
Jamie is determined to push into first place, and seeing a gap, he makes a break for it.
Catch up to Jamie, guys.
Come on, yours.
Catch up to Jamie.
But Callum has nothing left.
Come on, Callum.
I can't.
Come on.
Callum,
Keep coming.
come on. You're not dropping on your knees, not with me.
And Ruby's also on the brink.
I want to give up. Ruby, you're not giving up. I really want to. Ruby, I've got you. I can't pick up nothing. I've got you.
Lauren is showing real survival spirit. She's determined to help Ruby to the summit.
Come on, guys. Ah! We're so close. Hold this, Jasmine. Shake your legs out. Come on. They're going to win.
No, they're not. Come on.
With the girls' lead increasing, Callum's resolve is weakening.
There's no point in going any further. Keep going.
This is when survival is at its hardest, pushing the team not just physically, but psychologically.
I can't walk anymore.
Yes, you can. It's all on your head.
The girls are too far ahead for the boys to catch up. But I'm not just interested in the race for the summit.
Getting on that top of that mountain is winning. Yeah?
No, because we're going to lose.
Yeah, it is. We get there and we've won. Come on.
Really, come on, a couple more steps.
Come on, guys. That's final push.
With Lauren's encouragement, the girls have made it.
We're here.
But for the boys, it's attitude versus altitude.
Impossible. They've already won.
So what?
I don't care about them.
We did it. I hate this so much.
Callum's emotions have got the better of him, and he's close to throwing in the towel.
Come backwards. Try and stand up. Come on. Take a few breaths. Take a few breaths.
But the rest of the boys are refusing to leave him behind. This is the survival spirit I want to see.
Guys, there's something right there. We're close.
They've done it. With grit and determination, all the schoolmates have summited. It's taken an agonizing 8-hour climb, but finally the students seem to understand what teamwork really means. I'm interested to know what they think, but first the students need to leave the exposed summit. Tired and hungry, the students desperately need shelter so they can rest and reflect on what they've learned.
Hey Warriors, how you doing?
Good.
How do you feel it went?
At the start, I was ready for it, but then as we got up, it was getting harder and harder. I was just feeling more tired as every step went on. And a few people did break down, but we all came together as one and we all finished it.
I think you were quite a little superstar up there. It's all about teamwork, you know. Together we're stronger. Said it day one. They were just words then. Now you're beginning to understand it.
I broke down in tears.
How come?
Because I was so tired and my legs were aching.
Everybody is tired, and most people have probably got blisters, okay? Survival school is going to hurt. You're tired, you're cold, you're hungry. When it matters, you've got to deliver. The thing is, when I was mega young, I was never very good at any of this stuff. I really wasn't, but I just stuck with it, you know, and it's the lesson in life. You stick with it, you get good at stuff. We have a few moments where it hurts and we get blisters and we're cold and we're hungry and we're grumbling about the food. You guys are beginning to know what it's like, and you're with people, you've looked in the whites of their eyes and a few moments of fear, like Lauren knew with Ruby up that mountain, where it was scary, wasn't it? But I bet you feel a strong bond with her now. And that's what the wild does, it brings us close together. Okay, let's do it. Well done, guys.
Survival school doesn't let up. And if the young survivors are going to get any rest tonight, they have to establish shelter.
I think we might as well stay here, if you know what I mean.
Left over from the mining industry, these abandoned buildings make perfect mountain base camps,
It's nice and cosy, isn't it? No.
offering temporary shelter from the elements.
The first thing I always do when I get to an area like this and there's 10 other people, I think, right, I need the best sleeping position. Grab your spot, gang, get your sleep bags out.
It's out the wind, probably going to be out the rain. It's flat, but a bit grim.
Night, guys.
Slabs everywhere. I chose the wrong place. Oh, I'm so sorry.
With no roof, the survivors need to do whatever they can to protect themselves from the wind and rain.
2 sides of wall, so there's no reason for me to get any wind.
If they're going to stay warm, their best plan is to sardine their sleeping bags together to share body heat.
I just got shoved to the edge and now I'm going to be freezing and tired. And I'm probably in a bad mood tomorrow, so yeah, everybody should be excited for that.
And it's not just the sleeping arrangements that are getting tougher.
Here we go. Out they go.
From now on, the team will be surviving on military rations.
Now these can be eaten cold or they can be eaten hot.
Each pouch contains the energy they need to survive, but uncooked, they taste pretty rank. Fortunately, each kit comes with a chemical heat pack, so for a piping hot dinner, all the survivors need to do is add water.
So I found some of this.
That's rank.
Oh my God. Ew, that's
That's
Really,
probably
but it's
some guy's pee.
pretty black.
Smell that?
Not so good. Not so good, that.
After a long climb, they need to preserve their invaluable drinking water, so there's no other option than to use bog juice.
Open your bag, I'm going to add some water.
Sealed in the pouch, the filthy water won't spoil the food, but there's no avoiding the smell that it gives off.
What, and it was black. But because it didn't go in the food, it didn't matter. The food was gorgeous.
So here we go. Team of the day. The girls are 1 up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 1 point to the girls at the moment. The first challenge of the day, the rock climb, incredibly close, but it did go to the boys. Good stuff. Then our alpine challenge, I think it was even Stevens on that one, which leads to, of course, the final challenge, the race to the summit. Clearly won by the girls. But you guys were beaten to the top of that mountain, but you all pulled together as a team. The team for today is the boys.
Put it there.
1 win each. So tomorrow, gang, there's everything to play for.
The young survivors have now been awake for 18 hours.
We've made a camp and everything with all the sleeping bags, and we've set up a tarpaulin.
Yes, you did it. Well done, Ruby.
Despite the successful day, they're prepping for the worst of nights.
If it rains tonight, which it really looks like it could do, we'll be a little bit snookered.
There's not enough space for everybody to squeeze in without being in the rain, so they told me that I just have to sleep half in the rain. I'll be soaking when I wake up.
But the team's resilience is starting to build, and I'm proud to see how they're coping. But so far, they've had it easy. Things are about to get serious.
Oh my gosh, this is scaring the poop out of me.
Next time,
Ready for the demo.
the students do something that few people have ever done.
Oh my goodness! Oh.
Fear becomes their new master,
I'm too high.
and there's a zombie apocalypse.
Over there!